Hey everybody, down at Bonsai on Chevron Island with Cibra President Dale. Dale, thanks for coming along, mate. I know we're just having a bit of a brew and a bit of a chat.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Good to see you again.
And you, I know you've got lots of things going on, certainly coming up in the main street here at Chevron on the 24th. Do you want to let us know exactly what's happening?
We've got the biggest day on Chevron Island every year is coming up on Sunday week, the 24th of August. We've got our annual, we call it annual now, this is our third one in a row, annual street parties. So we're going to have plenty of entertainment. We've got a full stage at one end of the street, and we've got some fantastic entertainment, music. So if you can dance, sing, whatever you want to do, line dance, boogie, it's all going to be all here for you on the day.
And tell us, you've got, with the live music, I know you love your live music, who have we got on the day?
Well, the number one band, I suppose you'd call them, would be experienced people, is the Beehives. Three very attractive ladies that do all that stuff from the 60s, 70s, you know, Be My Baby, all that sort of stuff. They're doing two sets, but the opening set will be by a young group. They're all 15-year-olds, locals. So I'm looking forward to them. I've been watching them perform in the last few months, and I'm really impressed. And I think it just makes you feel good to have young people, you know, performing. Yeah, you got 5 members, you got a singer, you got a bass player, a guitarist, a drummer. I mean, they're going to be fabulous. They're going to be opening the parade in the first set, so they're going to be something to see, I reckon.
Yeah, superb. Anything special? I was here last year with my good lady wife, and there was some fantastic dancers going around.
Well,
are they back?
By unanimous demand, we have the Samba Girls back.
There you go.
I think they're called Sambalicious is the group. Now they're all dressed up in that, you know, that beautiful samba gear that we all like, and they'll be prancing and running around the streets, and they'll end up at Cafe Bonsai because most of them are Brazilian, but they're very, very colourful and they're very, very popular. So they'll be here probably in between the first and second sets. You never forget them. And what I'm considering to be the highlight, because I'm an ex-military guy and I don't mind the odd bagpipe, instead of opening with the Japanese drummers like we did last year, we've got the Gold Coast pipes and drums. So we're going to open with them at one end of the street, and they're going to walk through the street, right through, and to the stage, and they're going to do a circle at the stage. They're going to play some of them old Scottish songs. So that's going to be the opening. You will hear them coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't beat that. I know that gives me goosebumps. I'm ex-military as well, so there you go. There's something we've definitely got in common. So what can people do for a beer and all the rest of it on the day? A wine? I mean, is it open? Can you drink on the street? Do you have to go into the pub? What do you have to do?
All the restaurants and the tavern, who is one of our major sponsors, are all going to be open. They've extended their licenses, mate, so they'll be extended out onto the road. Obviously, the street's blocked off, so they'll be extended out to the road. They'll have, if you want to have a drink, you've got to drink within their confined areas. You can't just wander from one end to the other with a glass or a beer in your hand, but you drink it in that area. Go over the road, there's other restaurants. They'll have the same arrangement. Go and have a drink there. I mean, of course, the window is open now in the tavern, so you can stand at the window and look out if you want to stay in there. You don't want to get too far from the bar, but there will be areas like that all the way up either side of the street.
And and food-wise, I know there's no shortage either side of the street. We've got some fantastic restaurants and takeaways, etc. to be able to.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same deal. And they do special takeaways for the day.
Look at this. How's about this?
It's always. How's this for service at Bonsai? Fantastic.
Thank you.
So they specialise in grab and go, take it, rather than having to stand in line and order and wait. So these guys are all accustomed to that.
And I know where we are right now at Cafe Bonsai. They've got something going on as well themselves that I know you want to just tell people about.
They have. Now, I'm not a motorbike guy. However, I've got the flyer in front of me, so I'll just browse over that. But they've got what they're calling is a moto show shine. So behind Cafe Bonsai, they're going to have a type of motorbike show. Now, I've got to read this because I'm not a moto guy, but they're going to have hand-built customs, cafe races, scramblers, vintage, bobbers and choppers, and they're going to have a people's choice on the day. So if you're a motorbike enthusiast, come down to Cafe Bonsai out the back, and all this sort of motorcycles and everything that goes with it will be there. It's free entry, and Christian, the owner of Bonsai, will be there, and he's right into it. So if you're into that, it's a place to be on the day.
I think that, yeah, they are doing the people's choice, aren't they? So you can get in there and place your vote. That's
Place a vote. Yeah, we'll get to have a say. So Sunday, the 24th of August, 12 to 4, same time as the whole parade, but they're going to be here. So if you're into that, get down here.
Absolutely. And we've got a couple of other sponsors. I think we've got the guys from Yoga and Odyssey as well there.
Yeah,
Yoga Wellness.
Yeah, now, this year we've got Odyssey have come on board. They're, how could I describe? Odyssey is a lifestyle. They are building a very large, you might see it in the background,
right behind
me. They're building Odyssey, it's basically over 70s living. They have come on board in sponsoring what we call a wellness zone at the festival, because that is what they are into. They're into health and well-being, mainly for aged people, but they're sponsoring a wellness zone. You won't miss that on the day. That'll be set up in the street in a huge marquee with their sponsorships all over it. We've also, as I mentioned earlier, I think the Chevron Tavern, they've come on as a sponsor of the stage. So, give them the support they deserve. And the other sponsor that's come on is Yoga in Paradise. Now, a lot of us do a bit of yoga now and then, but there's a particular establishment here on the island, Yoga in Paradise, very popular. This lady came on board in the first street party, and she reckoned her business has zoomed. And as a result, she wanted to be part of this one. She said, I want to put money in it. I want to sponsor something, because without the street party 3 years ago, where she first made her name, her business is booming. So she wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
So Yoga in Paradise.
What a great story. And I know we're going to have the Sibra gazebo up, are we?
Yeah, we're going to
we say hello.
Yeah, we've managed to. We got a couple of government grants in the last year, so we've got our own gazebo, and it's got Sibra written all over it, and we also got a barbecue. We won't be pulling that out for this one, but we've got a couple of things that we can use for community events. But we're going to have the Sibra gazebo in the middle of the road. Centre of the road, facing the stage. So come and say hello, and we can tell you about Sibra. We've got our AGM coming up in September, and if you don't know anything about Sibra, Chevron Island Business and Residents Association, I'd love you to come and chat to us about it. Just come into the marquee. We are hoping to have a photo shop there. I think Photoshop's the right word.
Yeah,
we're going to have a photo booth. That's it. We're going to have a photo booth. So come along, and we can tell you all about Sibra. And I would love some of the new people that have moved to the island to come on and get on board and help us. We'll have different events throughout the year. I've got to dress up as Santa at the end of every year and do all this stuff. And we're going to have, Christmas decorated shops and a competition for that and all sorts of things. We've got Easter, and, we're going to raise some money for breast cancer and all this sort of stuff throughout the year. We're going to come up with a good social calendar once we do the AGM in September. So come on up, and if you're into that sort of stuff, come and have a chat to us, and we'll tell you all about it. And I'd love you to get on board.
And I know, just because you're not going to do it yourself, but I will play your trumpet a little bit. There's not many of you that have put this together this year, is there? So who's the team that's pulled this together so far?
Yeah, there's only three of us. There's myself as the president. There's Lisa. Most people know Lisa. She's the treasurer. She used to work at Fu Manchu. She's off from there now. She's looking at getting into finance. And Sally Page. Sally is a resident on the island. She's the secretary. So to have a committee, you've got to have those three positions filled. We have that, but it would be great to have helpers. We have had helpers in the past, but they come and go. People have busy lives, but we'd love to have some helpers on board to, specifically for ideas. And so it's only three of us that run this thing. Of course, without Darren Taylor in council, nothing had happened because he puts the money in. But between Darren and the sponsors and the events agency, which is basically an agent for the council to make sure it's run correctly.
Yep. That's,
And
Emma,
by
is
the
it?
book, Emma.
Yep. Emma.
Yeah,
Does a great job.
Emma. And yeah, so there's only 3 of us in the big picture that started this off. And so, yeah, come and have a chat to us on the day. Happy to have a good chat.
And finally, I suppose we need to tell them what time it all starts. So I'm assuming that the road closes at a certain time.
Yeah.
And then what time does the event start? What time can everybody start piling in?
Yeah,
And what
well,
time's it finish?
officially it all starts at 12 o'clock on Sunday, the 24th of August. So they'll be getting in here to cut the roads off around about 8 or 9 in the morning. It takes them quite a few hours. So that's why I specifically chose a Sunday, because it's less disruption to everyone. This is a very busy region on Saturday morning.
As you might be able to hear even through the week.
Yeah. So on Saturday is very busy. A lot of people wanted it on Saturday. But Saturday, I mean, people, the hairdressers are flat out. They're working from dusk till dawn. And if we start blocking streets off, their clients won't be happy and that. So we've chosen Sunday for less disruption. So it starts at 12 o'clock at the main stage. The bags and pipes will come down. It finishes at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. So after that, there's going to be a couple of after parties. Cafe Bonsai is going to do something here. I haven't got the specific details, but they're going to have music, entertainment down here. And of course, I ask you to support the tavern. They have entertainment also inside the tavern. And that's it. So be here or be square.
That's a great one. We've certainly been, and I know some people who've been listening to this have been out to the past few, but it's a great event. I know just living over the road there, it's nice and easy for us to stumble back, but we've had such a great time. So thanks for everything you guys have done. I know a lot of work, effort and energy goes in with not a lot of people. So thanks for that, buddy.
Thank you, mate.
And look forward to the 24th.
Thanks, Lee. Thanks very much, mate.